Let's talk about how video has changed recently, and especially with shorts with TikTok and Reels on Instagram, also shorts on YouTube. Can you talk a little bit about the power of video in your mind and sort of the rise of shorts?
Yeah, I mean, the power of video is everything. I mean, stats are like, 90% of the internet or something like that is like all video streaming.
Right, so streaming is massive.
It's huge, and there's a way you're connecting your story. So it's moving pictures, like you're connecting your story on such a deeper level, not only emotionally but visually, with, and I think specifically we're talking with brands here, not necessarily just narrative like movies and stuff like that. It's a huge thing. However, when you're talking about what's trending, look at what Nike just did with HBO. They just made a whole long-form documentary movie instead of creating commercials. So what's happening on the big scale is that these big companies are no longer saying, hey, we're going to spend $1 million to $2 million on this commercial ad. Nike's a great example. With LeBron, we'll go put all of that money into a long-form documentary that now connects them with their brand. And I think
yes, because an ad is non-immersive and a documentary is immersive.
But I think you can tell better stories because I think there is a need in the marketplace right now for just non-crap content. Going back to our mission as a company, like creating redemptive, truthful content, like depression rates across all those platforms are huge for youth. And I want to be the opposite of that, right? Like I want hopeful content. When you're talking about AI and creating just mass content, what we've actually worked with a lot of different mental health organizations over the past year. Just finished up a film for one of them. Like a long format film, and every youth said in their interview social media was a detriment. And so when you're talking about 3 times the amount of content just because of AI,
that's a very conservative number too.
Like when you remove the creative from the creation, I think what you're going to do is 10x that number as well.
10x the detriment.
Detriment.
So
for me, I'm
like,
as a content creator, I want to do the opposite. I want to tell truthful, redemptive stories that move people. On social media, what is authentic? And I think every single one of those influencers is fabricated.
To a degree. Yeah.
It's all fake.
It's all fake.
I think...
And like all of what we do, like when we filmed with you guys, docu-style, way more authentic than like a commercial, for example. However, it's 100% fabricated. Everything that you see on social is fabricated. And I think that just authenticity, the word is overused. Like as a whole, because it's all fabricated. Like they're curating that message to you in a positive way.
You're going to be like the organic art, right? Just like how we eat. You can get fast food, right? That's not so good for your diet. Now with this mental diet, to your point, you actually know cinema. You actually know theater. That's a proper mental diet. So I think that would decrease, hopefully, in theory, like people not just feeling so depressed by content that's like fast food. That's not proper, So I think there's going to be this difference in the future where is that synthetic art? Oh, they got the award for that. But organic art or human art, whatever the terminology is.
There's going to be a category for it.
Yes, just like when Curtis shops. So just like when we all shop for food, is this grass-fed meat? Now it's like this guy went to art school or, this is human art. This is not synthetic. This is what we really need to be ingesting.
And I think like going back to like, hey, is that a slogan? Like I think people recognize that.
Yeah.
As a whole, not necessarily like my work, you were very generous, but like as an industry, I think it's noticeable, the differences.
If it's going to be synthetic, we're all going to be stuck in the junk drawer of like, who wants this? What's actually valuable? You might find a Glock, you might find a rubber band, but it's dried out, But with you, I'm very impressed, and I would bet the house on the trajectory that you have on your professional career and where you've been.
All right, you ready?
I ready as I will be.
Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
One word to describe your entrepreneurial journey.
Challenging.
What's your favorite social media platform?
Instagram.
Early bird or night owl?
Night owl for sure.
If you could have a superpower, what would it be?
Teleport. Easy.
Your go-to productivity hack. What's that?
All right, next.
I think doing less.
You need an AI assistant.
Like not working.
Hey, that's a good answer.
Like 24/7. I think that's a new one. Like genuinely.
But doing less is 2 words. So next.
Balance.
Balance. Wrong.
Yeah.
Wrong.
Yeah, balance.
All right, what's the one piece of technology you can't live without?
Camera. I mean, I literally work with it.
What's the best book you've read lately?
John Mark Comer wrote this book. It's like basically taking hustle out of your life in a positive way.
What celebrity do you wish you could work on a video campaign with?
Any Chelsea soccer player of all time.
All
The
right.
most rewarding part of owning your own business is?
I think getting, like, genuinely for me, and I know this is probably going to sound narcissistic, but like making the decisions. Like we either succeed or fail because of me, and it's like all the pressure's on me in a positive way. Like I enjoy that.
Which is,
I think
what is the hobby you have outside of your work?
new one for me, woodworking.
Hey,
Trying to
there
get
you
into
go.
that.